Good afternoon, ladies. We're going to be painting a sunset today. My name is Michelle, and I will walk you through the steps of painting the sunset that we have posted here. We'll be painting it on this canvas right here. You all have your canvases at the table. They are all in the landscape orientation, so that way it should be easier. If you wanted to, if you wanted a taller, skinnier one, you could do it like this as well. That's your choice. So if you want to choose to move your canvas this way, your trees would just be much closer together if you do it that way. So that's why I recommend doing it this way. But if you want to take home a canvas that is the other way because it would fit better in your house, you could turn it the other direction. So we're going to start with the medium-sized brush at your spots. That looks like this. And yellow paint. I'm going to give you each your yellow paint. And you're going to be making a band of yellow paint across the bottom of your canvas. And I'll demonstrate on mine, and then you can do that on yours. There you go. All right.
Excuse me,
If we thought about this divided into like 5 parts, the bottom portion about, if you look at me, it's like a pinky length up. That's where I would start, and you're just going to go straight across, back and forth strokes, straight across the whole canvas. The next thing we're going to be doing is adding the orange. I'm going to start above this line with orange straight off the palette, straight off your plates in the straight color orange. Not adding anything to it, but I did not wash my brush or clean it because the yellow can mix in. And then as I try and make these colors meet, I'm going to add a little bit of yellow on my brush, and that will lighten up the orange. And I can blend the two colors together. If it ever feels too dark, just add more of the yellow, and it will lighten up that orange and blend the colors together. The next step, you see that I've given you the pink. So the pink is going to go above the orange. You're going to start above that orange, and I haven't washed my brush off at all yet. It still has the orange paint, and that's fine. I start above, and I'm going to slowly blend it down into my orange. If I don't add a lot of paint into my brush, you can see the orange and the pink just naturally blending together. If it seems too dark where those two meet, just go back and get some more orange. You see how I put orange on top of that and it lightens it up a little bit? So you can go back and put orange and make it a little bit lighter. Step number 4 is going to be the purple at the top. You're also going to do the very top of your canvas, so you make the edge, so you might have to stand up, and if this bar is down on yours, you'll have to pull it up. We do the purple, don't forget to wrap the sides, and we're going to blend it slowly into the pink. So purple across the top and bring it down to where it meets pink. If it seems too dark, remember you can always add the pink in to lighten it up like that.
Okay.
We're about to start step number 5. That's the bottom part with the black. Black will really cancel out any of the lighter colors on your brush, so it's fine to use the same brush. I'll get black paint on it. And I just kind of make a wavy line across the bottom. If you see that wavy line, it just kind of starts up and then it goes down and then back up again. And I'm going to paint the whole bottom with the black. If you have it all done, you can tip it back right side up. I'll wait just a minute because I know if you girls are still finished. Did you need more black paint? This time we're going to turn our paintbrush this way so it's skinnier. And we're going to make a couple of lines start a little bit skinnier at the top and just widen it out as you go down. You can have a couple of palm trees, maybe just one on each side if you'd like. And if you'll see, if I keep going over that same line and widen it out as I go near the bottom, it kind of spreads out a little bit and the trunk gets fatter at the bottom and it's a little bit skinnier at the top. And if I wanted maybe one extra little palm tree, I could make one kind of just peeking in, like it's coming in from over the side. And those are your trunks for your... If you are going to put two palm trees close together, just be careful, because when we start making the leaves on the top of the palm tree, you'll get where they overlap, and I'll teach you how to do that so that they can overlap and look natural. We just don't want it to get too crowded, and then that might be a little bit of dark paint all in one spot. So I'll show you how to make it look natural so that the palm tree leaves can overlap each other and look like they would in the real natural environment. Okay, we are going to switch to the fan brush right now. You can see it because it does look like a fan. This is a good brush for any type of trees. It makes good pine trees. It makes good palm tree leaves. So what we're going to do, we're going to get just a little tiny bit of paint. And I want you to see this. It's just on the tips. I really haven't gotten a lot on my paint. Just a little bit on the tip of your paintbrush. Just like she's doing right there. She's just dipping the very edge into the brush, just like that. And getting it all on the edges like that. Going out. And then you start to pull it down. And it makes those wispy palm tree leaves. If you want to practice this on a plate first, before you actually do it on your canvas, I will bring plates around for you to try, but I want to show you. When I make palm tree leaves, I start on the right side of the stem or trunk, and I go outward. And then I go the opposite direction on this side. So this side, they come up and then down. They're kind of like, think about like a frowny face. You kind of go down like that, like a frown, and then you just pull. And usually I would only put 4 or maybe 5 leaves on each palm tree. So on this one, same thing. I want you guys to watch me. 2, 3, 4. Sorry, that was my water alarm. And you can see here I have 2 palm trees where they're going to overlap. We talked about that earlier. So I just made the 2 leaves. This one I'm not going to put, you notice I only put 4 on this palm tree, and I'm only going to probably put 3 on this one, because when they start to overlap, if I put too many palm tree leaves, then it's going to be a lot of black and you're not going to see that pretty sunset behind it. So we'll try and keep it simple. I put 5 on this one, and then I did 4 and then 3, so I don't get too much black paint all concentrated in one spot, making it look really dark. So we're going to make one palm tree leaf going this way, overlapping this other tree like it would in the natural environment. There's a line for you that I just drew, and then you're just going to pull it down to make the leaves on the palm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's fine, because it'll blend in with any, and then you just continue making your leaves on this tree. Mm-hmm. I would at least make one more right there, maybe a little bit bigger. Yep, like that. Very good. You can maybe make one more right there, I would suggest. Good. I'll maybe do one more right here. One long one going out. Okay. And then just pull just a little bit. Yeah, just like that. Just a little bit right here. I'm going to take just a little smidge of purple and get it on my fan brush. And I can add just a little teensy purple highlight onto my palm tree leaves. But I get barely any purple paint, just a teensy little bit. And I just lightly add a couple highlights. Again, you can practice on the ones that you did on your plate. I would practice adding the highlight to those first. And I can even make a little bit of a shadow by just kind of dotting it on the sides of the tree trunk. You're going to probably need to wash your hands. I would use a wet paper towel with some soap on it to rinse your hands off, and just make sure that it's acrylic paint. It'll wipe off pretty easily. So it should come off your hands. Doesn't really stain if you get it when it's wet. You can rinse it out.